This is a great time to mention it. A number of companies have been talking to us lately about something I think is a bit unique in this space, which is the idea of having an internal company podcast.
Yeah, definitely.
I love that idea.
Oh yeah, good. That's a good point.
I love that idea. I mean, I think, especially for a millennial audience that wants to consume content when it suits them, the idea of a company newsletter just makes me want to pull the remaining bit of hair. I love a podcast though.
In the intranet. Let's log into the intranet to see what's happened today. No one's doing that. Not the news. Maybe no. Just no one's going on the internet.
I would rather have the leaders of the organization or vendor partners or people from the organization talking on a podcast and just being real. I actually think that's the future. I also think the most cutting edge companies and the most sophisticated companies are going to be doing podcasts that they're going to share internally and externally, no filter, because it's great branding for both your internal organization and also to tell the broader marketplace what you're all about, how you treat your employees, what's important to you. I think that's the way to go. So I would say that's another great way of doing that.
100% agree with you. And as you know, I've been pitching this for a while. And I am working with some great organizations at the moment that will be releasing podcasts soon for this exact purpose. So I'm excited to share more on another future episode. And also, it doesn't cost anything.
Nope.
It doesn't. It costs time, of course, and it takes time. And time is money. But we're talking about there's a companies investing in these messaging apps and technology, spending millions, hundreds of thousands of pounds. Whereas, guess what? People already have these applications on their phone. People already have Spotify, iTunes, Google Play. The list goes on, right? There's going to be one of those apps that people use. So why don't just be where people already are?
Yes.
Why try and do the hard work of bring them to you and be where people are? I think that's a great idea. And even if it doesn't mean and also for small businesses as well, it's perfect. Not just for big organizations that are well known, for small startups, small medium-sized businesses.
If I was a small startup and I had myself as the employee, I would find 5 or 4 other startups in the same industry space, and I would share a podcast and do an episode a week and just rotate it, because I couldn't fund it necessarily myself, maybe because I don't have a lot of excess capital when you're just starting out. But I'd be sharing that responsibility, building community, and telling the story of our broader industry, using the podcast as a conduit to do that. I just think it's such a great way of doing it. It's audio, it's video, and it gives a great authentic look inside your organization.
If anyone needs any more proof, you just need to look at our podcast and this live show.
Right.
We're a team of 3, and we're reaching 500,000 people a month.
Wow.
On
and
LinkedIn.
We're offering to help people host their internal podcasts if they want.
We're multifaceted over here. So we're a bit off topic there, but we spoke about the same thing for and there's multiple reasons to use it. For recruitment, for even for obviously delivering a message, for introducing new leaders, people into the business. So once you hired someone into an organization, imagine if you're hiring a new CEO into a business and he comes on the internal podcast and talks about his vision for the organization. How amazing would it be to introduce new employees, not just senior, junior, all the way through the ranks? An incredible way to introduce people to your business.
Internally and externally.
And externally, yeah.
As a customer, I want to know what the new CEO's vision is of the product and service that I'm buying.
Right. And what a great way to kind of unite different offices and virtual workforces too.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's an amazing
a great example is Zappos. So the Zappos model is exactly what this is about. I heard Jennifer Lim do a talk a couple weeks ago, and she talked about how she and Tony Hsieh worked together to put together their culture statement, which was this book called Delivering Happiness that probably many of us know about now. And the book is just a bunch of verbatims from people in the organization that talked about what was working, what wasn't working, and how they honestly felt. And now this book is in how many languages and how many countries, and that was they never even realized, but it's incredible marketing for the company as well. So
amazing. They're being authentic, right? And people read that. It's not some pre-rehearsed, let's tell you what we think you want to hear book. Yeah. It's just, this is who we are, the good, bad, the ugly. And people love that. We just
the good, the bad, the ugly.
Oh no! Oh God!
I'm either bad or ugly. I don't know which one it is.
Well, so you automatically said you're not the good. You just automatically definitely can't be the good. So, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and share so that others can benefit from the great knowledge and experience. See you tomorrow.